Hello, how are you doing today? Doing alright? Good, that's what I like to hear. I'm doing quite well, thanks for asking. If you've been keeping up with the online record that I keep mainly via Twitter, then you would know that we had some very nice weather. It has been raining for the last couple of days. But today, this Saturday, it's bright and sunny and it's warm. Very pleasant inside, but even inside, I can tell, as there's a breeze coming from outside, that it's warm. It's really bright sunshine. And I think for people who would be out in the sun, it would be unpleasant if they stayed in it for any length of time. Now that's about the weather. And why are we together at this time? Well, we are together at this time because today I decided, out of the blue, to make a video about an artist who should have a lot more recognition than he already does. Now, make no mistake, this artist is well recognized, but he isn't as famous as other artists or groups that I know of. What is the reason for that? I don't really know. Because this artist that I'm talking about is as pure and as high quality as it gets. The name of the man is Don Williams. His full name is Donald Ray Williams. Now I was looking at this Wikipedia page to look at the information about Don Williams, and believe it or not, many, many years ago, I read that Don Williams was from Tennessee. Now, it might be that I somehow didn't remember it correctly, and I thought that he was born in Tennessee. But that was not the case. Donald Ray Williams was born May the 27th, 1939, in Floydada, Texas, USA. So this man, Don Williams, was born in Texas. This is something I found out today, after having listened to Don Williams since age 4. And today I found out that Don Williams was born in Texas, Floydada, Texas. Now, unfortunately, he's no more with us. He died September the 8th, 2017, aged 78, in Mobile, Alabama, USA. He was a singer-songwriter and an actor. He played the guitar and the piano, and his vocals, of course, I would say are the purest in a male singer that I have ever heard. Every note he hit it perfectly, and he had such a relaxed style of singing. He did serve in the United States Army, according to the Wikipedia page. And what are the things we know about him? Yes, he was nicknamed the Gentle Giant. This I knew. Here's another thing. In 1975, Williams starred in a movie with Burt Reynolds and Jerry Reed called W.W. and the Dixie Dance Kings. I did not know that. Now here is something which I'm not surprised by, but I am impressed by this. It says on the Wikipedia page that Williams has had a strong influence over a variety of recording artists of different genres. His hits have been covered by artists such as, are you ready for this? Johnny Cash, Eric Clapton, Juice Newton, Claude Russell Bridges, Lefty Frizzell, Josh Turner, Sonny James, Alison Krauss, Billy Dean, Charlie Pride, Kenny Rogers, Lamb Chop, Alan Jackson. The list just goes on and on. Waylon Jennings is also in that list. And what I do believe is absolutely correct, as it mentions on the page, his music is also popular internationally. Where? In the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Ukraine, India, Ethiopia, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Malawi, South Africa, Sierra Leone, Uganda, Zambia, Namibia, and Zimbabwe. In 2010, the Country Music Association inducted Don Williams into the Country Music Hall of Fame. This is about the man, Don Williams, that is Donald Ray Williams. Now, is he recognized? Of course he is, but he is not as famous as he deserves to be. Now we're at that point in this video when I will tell you a bit about my personal experience with Don Williams. It started around age 4. With the first album of his that I ever listened to, and I've been listening to Don Williams ever since then. So it was playing at home, and this album was Yellow Moon by Don Williams. Today I'm looking at the playlist, the track list for this album, and it has 10 tracks. The names of the songs, number 1, Stay Young, I'm Still Looking for You, Story of My Life, Wrong End of the Rainbow, Yellow Moon, that's one of my favorite tracks and also the name of the album. Love is on a Roll. Number 7, Pressure Makes Diamonds. This to me became an unforgettable song. Track number 8, If Love Gets There Before I Do. I'll Take Your Love Anytime. And number 10 is just a beautiful love song. And I don't think anybody can sing it like Don Williams. The name of the song is Nobody But You. And I do get the feeling that when Don Williams sings his songs, there is a sincerity, especially if he's written the song himself. A lot of the songs he sang were written by others, but he did write some of his own songs as well. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to go through the lyrics and not all the songs, because that will take a very long time. But the lyrics that I will cover for the songs, I will leave the link for that song in the video description. And, of course, I'm going to leave the link for the whole album, because I want you to listen to Don Williams. And once you start listening, if you haven't by any chance not listened to Don Williams ever in your life, then you are going to want to listen more and more to this man. He has so many albums. And some would be compilations where tracks from different albums are put together in something like The Best of Don Williams or The Ultimate Collection or something like that. But somebody told me once that if you want to really enjoy the work of an artist, you should listen to not the compilation, but the albums that they put out, because each album has a mood and a theme and a message, and love is a recurring theme in almost all the songs that Don Williams sang throughout his career and his life. Well, without further ado, let's look at the lyrics of the song Stay Young. Now, this song was written by, it says here, Graham Hamilton Lyle and Bernard Joseph Gallagher. So these are not his own words, but you have to listen to the song. You'll see how well he covers these words. So Stay Young. How does it start? Oh, don't you lose that light in your eyes. You're never too old to love, never too late to try. When somebody needs you, give them all you can give. When you're living to love and a loving to live. And then there's this chorus. Stay young, keep your wheels in motion. You've got everything that you need. Stay young with your rock and rollin'. All the best things in life are for free. That's all how far I'm going to read this, because I don't want to take away the surprise if you haven't heard this song before. And every song on this album is just beautiful. The next song, the lyrics of which I'm going to read all the way through, in this case, because it's not going to take away from the beauty of the song. The writer of this song is Bob McDill. And I can recall there are many songs written by Bob McDill that Don Williams sang in other albums as well. This one, I'm Still Looking for You. This is how it goes. Love comes once, they say. If it's the real thing. Me? I feel that way. Knowing you must be there waiting for me somewhere. Some people say that I'm a fool, but I'm still looking for you. Yes, I guess it's sad. The lovers I've been through. Some I could have had, but they never were enough. Nobody measures up. Lovers and friends I've had a few, but I'm still looking for you. Maybe it's wrong, I don't know. Maybe I'm just chasing rainbows. But it's gotta be forever when I fall. But lately my hopes have been sinking. Lately I find I've been thinking. Maybe you're not really there at all. Tears and years go by, and I haven't found, it seems, the dream should die. But I hang on somehow, still I keep reaching out. With all the loves that I've been through, I'm still looking for you. Beautiful, beautiful song. You have to listen to this. I'm going to cover the lyrics for Yellow Moon, but not all the way through. Just the opening couple of stanzas. This song was written by, it says, Richard Spady Brannan. Yellow Moon. The moon is on the rise, it stares at me tonight. I'm reminded of the arms that held me tight. Last time I held you, it ended all too soon. We were lying underneath a yellow moon. There's a yellow moon hanging in a starry sky. Oh, I wonder if you're watching it too. There's a yellow moon hanging in a starry sky. Wherever you are, it's watching over you. Oh, shine on, yellow moon. And you continue on. The poetry is beautiful. The delivery by Don Williams is as good as it gets. And this is the last song. Again, I don't want to cover the entire song, but if I just read from the couple of opening stanzas, you will get a clear impression about the song. Pressure makes diamonds. Well, we've had our troubles, we've had our hard times. Where some might have stumbled, we've always survived. Sometimes love weakens when the chips are all down, but what we've got together gets stronger somehow. Pressure makes diamonds much harder than stone, and they only get finer as each day goes on. We've been through some bad times, but we made it somehow. 'Cause if pressure makes diamonds, our love's a diamond by now. This song was written by John Schweers and Robert Lee McDill. I get the impression that Robert Lee McDill is the same person as Bob McDill, the one who wrote the song I'm Still Looking for You. So today I know his full name is Robert Lee McDill. Well, that's all I'm going to cover. I think listening to Don Williams is the ultimate inspiration to listen to more of his singing. And right off my fingertips, I can name a few songs that I've really, really loved over the years. I Wouldn't Be a Man, and that's another beautiful song. It's not on this album, though. There was another album I bought. I bought a CD. I went to a store. I was looking through, and I came across that CD. And there's a Ford truck on the cover and Don Williams. And as soon as I saw that, and I was 21 years old, and I bought that CD without a second thought. And after so many years had gone by, this was an album by Don Williams that I bought. Again, beautiful songs on that album. Something like the 20 best songs by Don Williams, something like that. I don't recall the name of the album. But I think this man didn't sing one bad song in his whole career, his entire lifetime. Every song, whether he's in a studio, whether he's on the stage, when he was young, after he was well-known and successful, right into his ripe old age, this man's quality never went down. Never. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, so many other artists who are well known. Now, who would know about country music and not know about Johnny Cash? And Johnny Cash covered, I don't know how many songs that were by Don Williams. Don Williams was an inspiration for Johnny Cash. Or for Eric Clapton. And I think in turn there's a song by Eric Clapton, Wonderful Tonight, which Don Williams covered. Now, there is no way Don Williams is going to play the guitar as well as Eric Clapton, but when Don sings it, it just takes on a totally different character. The song transforms. And throughout his career, Don Williams had the voice that became his signature. There could be a situation where there were no instruments, and this man just singing could carry the whole performance, the whole song. That is how good his voice and singing are. They were, and we should say in the present, they are. So I'm just looking again at the Wikipedia page that he grew up where? He grew up in Portland, Texas. He did travel around, I know. I know he got some recognition when he went to Nashville, but he is originally from Texas. So that's all the time I want to spend about Donald Ray Williams. And I encourage you, if you haven't listened to this man's singing, do it now. Do it today. Thank you very much for your time, your attention. I enjoyed making this video. There was no script. It was just all as the inspiration came. Impromptu, unrehearsed, spur of the moment. So thank you, Don Williams. Thank you to my listeners who have listened to this. And I'll see you with another video at another time. Thank you and goodbye.